me start the recording. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Sorry to disturb you all on this holiday, but I think your career is more important than any holiday or any birthday party. So, thank you for joining this session. I know it's too early for some of us, especially for me because I start working at 12. So I usually get up at 10. So I think there are cases where people sleep late at night. So thank you for joining this morning. And this session is basically based on how to build your LinkedIn profile. And let me share my screen and start with that. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so usually I just changed the number from 3 to 1. Usually this particular lecture is a part of whole series, job search series, and in that we cover like how to build your resume, how to build your Naukri profile or LinkedIn profile, or any other thing like how to crack an interview, how to write cold email. All those things are covered in the series, but I'll be covering in this session. In now we'll be covering just three. Today we'll be covering about the LinkedIn part, how to build a professional uh, page for yourself, and why is it important in today's era, like why LinkedIn is so popular, why do we need to build a good profile, right? We are very like everybody of will be having some Facebook or Instagram account, and we usually post many things like it's like about your social life, right? But LinkedIn is different, right? Why is it different? Because it is totally focusing on your professional life, not on your personal life. So we'll be starting with some of the striking stats data, like why LinkedIn is one of the most important and one of the fastest growing platform for professionals. So you see, this is the data that was uh, collected by the LinkedIn itself, and this is when you see like this source I have already mentioned in this. So first row, that is number one,
And
is
it's
yeah.
actually your file folder is available only, not
Oh,
that presentation actually.
yes, just a
I think you
second.
are not sharing that part.
Yeah, just give me a second. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you see that there are two rows. I'm sorry for that. So we have two rows here. One is the source for first row is basically JobWhite 2020, and the second one is Srinivasan. And this data is basically from 2020. It is like in like 2 or 3 years back. This data was available for 2 3 years back, but even now you can check. At that point of time, the numbers were so high. You see, the 72% of the recruiters were using LinkedIn at that point of time to hire, and this particular thing is of US. Okay, in India at that today also, like I won't say it is 72% high, but still it's a very good number in even in India also. We have Naukri in India, so that is why I've decided to cover both sections, Naukri as well as LinkedIn. Okay, so just for the US, let's consider the numbers, and you can check for India or any other country on the Google or on Statistica website, or even the LinkedIn sometimes releases official notice like how much percent of data, or how much recruiters are using their platform. Okay, you can get all those data, but just understand like this is a very huge number. 72% of the recruiters use LinkedIn to recruit their talent. And one of the, if you come to the quality, the LinkedIn gives the best quality of professional. Reason? Because this is completely built on the professional background. This platform is going to show you like your only the professional nature of yours, right? Your soft skill, be it your soft skill or your technical skills or any kind that is required, any kind of skill that is required for you to excel in your job or in your profession. And if you see the second row, that is during the pandemic, how the numbers, these numbers are very huge, in the sense of like how the LinkedIn was being utilized. Okay, so you can ask like, why do we actually need this? Why? What's the necessity of using or making yourself as a brand? How and why is something, these two questions that I used to ask myself, like how I'm going to build this my profile, and why should I be building that? Why should I invest some time in building? Because if you remember, few years back, there was Naukri, there was Shine, there was Job Monster, there were many platforms to search for the job, or you can say to apply for any kind of job. But why LinkedIn? Why is it different from any other? So that, why is it different, that is already covered, because you see the numbers speak of itself, right? But once you are going to build a platform, you must understand, once you are making a profile on the LinkedIn, how is it creating any difference? You already have profiles on other professional job seeking platforms, right? Then why LinkedIn? Why is it different? So this is the place where all the professionals are getting a common platform to share their thoughts, right? Be it a requirement for some role like hiring process, or just a simple plain, suppose I have learned something, I want to share my knowledge with other people, like people who are of having interests of similar kind. Like if I am a data scientist, I look for people who are into that role, data scientist or data, because I want to learn more from them, because I if I feel I'm not an expert, only then I'm going to learn more and more. So you must understand why this LinkedIn profile is required, why your personal branding is required. Because once you are a famous person, or once you have built a credibility into the market, once you have built some name, you have grown some name for yourself, some trust for yourself, then you can say you are getting famous. And this particular platform is going to fulfill that thing. Now, just it's just a plain experiment. Just open a Google tab and type your name. Okay, just I'm just giving you 1 minute. Take your mobile, open the Google, and just type your name and see what are the results that you're seeing. I'll take 1 minute just, and I'd like to you to unmute and speak also. So I just want to understand like uh, what are the first three results that you are seeing? Anyone? Just I just need answer from anyone.
Okay, so first one is the profile of some other Priyanshu guy.
Okay.
Second one is like Instagram profile of some guy like named Priyanshu only.
Mm-hmm.
And third one is like I'm getting images where my image is also available
Okay.
along with other Priyanshu
And that
images.
image, can you say confirm like out of these three, is anyone related with LinkedIn?
Uh, like photo.
I mean any.
This
Eh,
is like third photo is like the same photo which I published on LinkedIn actually.
okay,
My
that's
photo.
yeah. So like if any of you keep searching it, and if you have built yourself in a good way, sorry, if you're Aishwarya is saying that Namu Nishan nahi hai, means she is not able to find. Okay, so it's the reason I'm telling is it's to understand like why this personal branding is required. Suppose if I am a recruiter, okay, and I know this particular person is there, and I do not have the resume, and I want to understand about you, I will simply go to Google and type like anything, be it anything, you just go to Google and type it, right? And out of the first 10 links, or the first five, if you are very good in publishing, or if your online presence is very good, you can see LinkedIn among the top five. You see the screen that I'm sharing right now. You see the LinkedIn is among the first link that you can see. Okay, you see LinkedIn. In my case, first one is LinkedIn, second one is also LinkedIn, and third one is from Amazon, that is my book. Then fourth one is my Facebook profile, fifth one is also my Facebook profile, probably, I feel, yeah, fifth one is also my Facebook profile, seventh is not mine, but eighth one is also mine. Like out of total 10 searches, you can see 8 are mine. Okay, that is the importance of being a brand. And being a brand does not mean that you have a hoarding in the city, okay, I am a brand. I'm not talking of that brand, just trying to say like how important LinkedIn has become. It has become the top searched uh, web pages when it comes to professionalism, right? Or the professional background or something else. Okay. Now moving to the next slide, where we'll be understanding what are the different sections. Now the next 20 minutes we'll be understanding the different sections of your profile and how we can modify it or how we can improve it. Whenever you open your profile, you see a banner out there. In many of cases, we won't be having any banner. So that is one of the biggest mistake, because that is the first impression. LinkedIn is basically your digital resume, right? Whatever you write there is going to be communicated to the hiring manager with a just first glance. Very few of us are using laptops to check for the LinkedIn, because every app is there. Now, if you open the app, the first thing on the screen that you'll be seeing is only this much area distributed in your like mobile screen. So what I'm going to learn from this particular screen, this is your first impression, right? Your banner or profile pictures, two things, these are going to make a heavy impact on the recruiter. First, the banner tells, basically without even reading, it should be good enough to tell that what is your interest area, what is something that you're looking out for there. Okay, so you see in my, I have put data science. This is something when I was searching for my jobs. Okay, this is this particular screenshot of that time. If I'm not wrong, it's of 2021. Yeah, you see, if you anybody, like if you open my profile, what can you infer from this screenshot? So this is a profile of some person who is interested in data science field, and his name is Brijnandan Tripathi. Okay, that's it. That's the first impression that I'm going to get. Second thing is your profile picture. Okay, as I said, LinkedIn is not some common platform like Instagram, Facebook, where you share your emotions related with your personal life. This is something professional. So your profile picture should be professional. It should convey a happy feeling. It should show that you are excited to join this platform. You are excited to join any community, or any hiring manager, when he sees you, gets a positive vibe out of it. So your profile picture should be very professional one. Do not put some a random picture that you have clicked for Facebook or Instagram or any other social platform. Take I mean, there are AIs available now. You can create just from a normal face cut, right? You don't need to have a complete picture, right? You can change the dresses or the suit. You can just, it will, the AI tools will take your face and put it on the shirts, suits, or whatever you want, right? Second thing is background, right? Background do convey some meaning. Okay, when it is light blue or some light colors, it is like spreading positive feeling. It creates trust. Okay, I'm not saying you have to keep only white background or a blue background. You can keep any, but try keeping something that is very reasonable, right? Do not keep anything like black. If you're putting black, have some common sense. Like your profile banner should also be in same range, right? But your photos should be in a way that you are getting highlighted out of that black. To remove this background, you can check remove.bg. That's a website. or for banner and profile picture also you can use Canva. There is a separate video that I have already like posted on my YouTube channel, the InnoMind. You can check it there. So these two things are the that's going to create a first impression. Okay. Next, under the my name, you see there are certain keywords that shows where I'm working, what my interest areas are, and what in future what area I want myself to be. Okay. So let's understand this. You see the data science separated by data analytics, machine learning, total energies is basically my old company, and now I'm currently working in EXL. So this is when this profile picture that you are showing, the screenshot is basically when I was not recruited by the EXL at that point of time. This was my profile. I wanted to put a new one, but I thought let's show you what it was earlier, then we can see what is it is now. Then at the bottom you see like talks about. This is basically tells like what are your interest area, what if I give you a chance, what are the topics that you want to talk about, what are the expert areas you can speak of. Okay, so these are the topics. Usually it is turned off in many of the cases, right? Don't worry, we'll go to the live session and then understand like how each of these things can be modified. Now, coming to the next very important question, if I'm looking out for a job, should I put open to work on my banner or not? So, there are two things. So, this is a double edged sword. There are two things. Consider first case scenario where you are working in some environment that is not good, that is not friendly enough to help you grow, and your manager is not happy. He just do not want you to leave, but is not going to give you some growth in the company itself. So he can hamper your growth or he can hamper your work. In that case, I will not suggest put open to work to your profile. Okay. But if you have some friendly environment where your boss understand, okay, I am not able to give this particular person some good opportunity, but this guy has some good caliber, he can do better in some other places. So in that case, you can put open to work. I mean, it's your choice. Open to work shows that you are available for any kind of job, but it also shows that you are very much like I remember a case when this is a story when I was in Total Oil. So there was a guy, he has put this particular banner, and the first message that I got after connecting with him, sir, as you can see from my banner that I'm open to work, please help me in getting a job. That was the first message. And the evening again I got second message, and it kept repeating with different profiles, not just one. I blocked one, I got from second, third, and fourth. I had a vacancy. I could have contacted him to submit his resume, but I didn't. There are two reasons. One, if you are showing so much of eager, like okay, I am available, please take me in. So there is a sense of doubt, like why is he so freely available, like what wrong has it done? This is the first thing you can like get a hint of, but that's not always true. But still, this is like if you are very readily available in the market, there are very less scope that you are going to get like chosen by any hiring manager. But I don't say that it is always the same, but this is what I feel. So if something, it is simple demand and supply. If the demand is high and supply is low, definitely the demand is going to grow more. So I do not put banner personally and let people connect with me, or I connect with them to let them know that okay, I am looking out for the job. So once you put open to work, there are two more things. One thing is that it is visible to everyone, and then it is visible only to the recruiters. So now, since you are searching for a job, I think only the recruiter matters, right? So why to put a banner that open to work for everybody and let them know that okay, you are desperate and you are looking out for some job? Just open it for the recruiters. Okay, that is the best practice I feel, and I have seen many people who have not used open to work still have got good jobs. Okay, the reason, because they have opened it only for the recruiter, not for others. Keep it secret until unless you get the job. Okay. Now, next thing, this is something that you should not be looking before 3 months of your regular posting. Okay, but this tells basically, this analytics part is going to tell you how popular you are getting over the period of time, right? How you are making an impact in the society, like how your posts are creating an awareness among the people. So you can check your analytics, and once you start checking, like after 1 or 2 months, you should be regular until you get your desired goal. The reason, by this analytics you will understand what kind of people are interested in you, and by that you can know if any recruiter is interested in you or not. Suppose, let's take this screenshot as an example, and if you see, this is a time period when I started posting in the month of like mid of the April. Okay, and you see this peak here, this is the time when I started looking out for my job, and in between like 16th of May and somewhere here I got the job. Okay, to first offer was something here, and then next was here. So I can show you my joining date as well. So the reason here I'm telling you to understand analytics, because I used to check every day my analytics and understand like how I'm making like how my posts are creating an impact on others or the people from a specific company which I'm targeting. So my posts were designed in a way that it targeted people of that interest, not the people but the interest of people in a specific like company. You, when you target, you just do not target like tens or thousands of company, you just target like 1, 2, 3, 4 companies, and you start working for them. Okay, if you have not made a list of the companies you are looking for or you are interested for, it's time to start making top 10 companies where you dream to work for. Okay, and do not make it hype like do not have any skill, I'm just dreaming for Google. Make it step by step. Take to the next step. Once you have gained some certain skills, then go to the next, and then finally Google. Okay, the next part is after analytics, that is creator mode, right? Resources from where. Okay, one thing is these two things are private to you, nobody else can see, only you can see. So it's good to keep your creator mode on. This creator mode on, when you turn it on, basically adds a section in your profile. This talks about section is basically available when you turn on creator mode. Okay, once you turn it on, you can add 5 different topics on which you are allowed to talk. Not allowed, but I'll say like you can talk on any topic, but those 5 keywords are only allowed by the LinkedIn, that you can have a limit of 5 keywords. So I think that's uh, the best, like 5 is good enough to tell anybody like what are your interest areas. Okay, then comes my network. I will talk in detail about this because this is one of the important thing. So when I say network, there in machine learning there is a model that is called as KNN. Know your name. Like when I was learning that, I came to understand a sentence, or even from your, if you remember some stories from your parent when you was young, so they would have said like make friends who are good in studies, make friends who are of like having a good character or good uh, live in a good society. Okay, something where their standard was a bit higher than yours, because you get a goal to achieve that standard. Whatever, know your neighbors, like KNN model says, like if you want to know about a particular point or a data point, to understand that point, what kind of point is that, you have to understand the points that are surrounding it. Okay, so similarly my network section is basically acting in the same way. Once you connect with somebody, you are growing your network. There are two things: one is you connect, second is you follow. Of either of these, like it's okay if somebody is not accepting your friend request, it's okay, you can follow them, because still you are going to communicate. You can communicate, like send messages to them. You can like add comments to their post or anything, like it's very much similar. It's just like follow and follow like a friend, nothing more. So who should I be connecting with? Can I connect with everybody? No. You should be connecting with the only people who are related with your profile. Suppose I am looking out for data analysis job, I will be connecting with the people of similar interest who are data analysts, data scientists, or Tableau expert, Power BI expert, or the topics that concerns my growth. Okay, I'm not going to connect with some political figure. I don't say you cannot connect, you can connect, but that is least important right now on LinkedIn. You can connect with political figures, you can connect with Bollywood figures, but that's not required. That's not the place for LinkedIn, right? You can connect them on any other platform, but not on LinkedIn. So choose your connections wisely. It's not some competition that you have to grow. Okay, I have 9,000 plus connections right now. I'm very good. I'm very famous. No, that connection is useless because they are not going to serve any addition to your value. Because if a politician or any Bollywood figure is in your connection, then they are definitely not going to get you a job until unless you are an influencer or some uh, public figure where your job is to create such kinds of awareness. I don't think it's required. You have to be very careful. You have to select people who are of similar, or like having similar skill set or have interest at least in the similar skill set. Okay. Okay. One more thing. Yes, when I was telling you from the analytics, right? You can also see the top engagement demographic, like from what areas people are coming to your post, right? Be it your likes or the comments, right? So this is very important to understand where your impact is going. Like once you are creating a wave, what points it is hitting. Okay. Then we have two different sections, like one is featured section and other is about section. So featured section is where you can put all your trainings, all your like image sort of certifications. If you have image, you can put that in featured. Okay, it will be showing on the profile. And about section is basically where you tell about yourself. So I'll ask you all one question. Just unmute yourself and feel free to tell. If I write a big paragraph, or if I write in a bullet forms, okay, bullet is for B and paragraph is for P. What will you prefer? If you are an hiring manager and if you want to know about a people, like any particular person in detail, what will you be comfortable in reading with, like a paragraph or bullet points? Just please unmute and tell.
Bullet points.
Yeah. Anybody else? If you want, like, if they differ from this view, if they say that it is like paragraph, no? Yeah.
Bullet point.
Yes, thank you. The bullet is the best methodology to write your about section. And even if you are like not comfortable, you are not, you feel like, okay, I'm not doing justice with my about section. You can switch to paragraph sections, but limit it to like one or two liners at max, separated by lines, and still have some bullets in that. Okay, so that is max you can give, because nobody is going to read your full profile. No one has a single time. Like if you, I'll cover this like in resume section, like how much time a particular profile is given. You will be shocked to know that it is not even 1 minute. It is not even 1 minute. Like recruiters have like thousands of profile to be scrutinized in a one day, or even like 2 to 3 hours. So just understand the pressure they are having, and how you can bypass those things are these simple details. Then comes the activity section. Activity is basically a part we'll learn in a live session here. So it's basically gonna tell, if I want to understand what kind of person you are, once I have finalized you, okay, this is a good candidate. Let's see what are his interest area. What does he do? I'll go to your activity section. Just by your likes, just by your comments, I will understand what is your mentality. Okay. Suppose I have commented on some politics agenda in a rude way or in a bad way, unprofessional way. Definitely recruiter will get an idea, okay, this particular person is short tempered or is not fit for our organization's ethics and values. Okay, that is very important, and one can easily check from your activity section. I'll show you in few minutes. Okay, then comes skill endorsement. This is something where you ask your peers, or where you ask others of, sir, have, suppose if I am a data analyst, and if I want my credibility to go high, I'll ask some experts in data science field to please comment on my skill set. That is basically skill endorsement. I have a skill and I ask the experts to tell, okay, this particular person is very good at this skill and I approve for that. So this kind of thing is skill endorsement. We learn how to do that. And I'm very much interested about this, and I have a screen, have a chat for this. You might have seen companies posting, we are hiring. If you are interested, just type interested in the comment section, or just type anything. Like, they do not even read the full message and we start typing I'm interested. How good is this? We'll understand in a second. I have that thing open, and then we'll cover job search. This will be also done live. Okay, let's go live now. So who wants to? Okay, let me share first my profile and then we can go to others. Okay, so let's start. Yeah. So this is how your profile looks, right? Once you open your LinkedIn, you see this kind of profile. Let's go to my profile, view profile. And the first thing that you see is my banner, and it says all about me, that my name is this and I am currently working as data analyst. If somebody else wants to understand what and where, just you see the below that it is EXL, and I'm an alumni of Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Dhanbad. And if you check to the left side, you can know what are the different areas or what my past experiences are. So I have an interest in data science, data analytics, machine learning, currently working with EXL services, X companies, Total Energies, studied at IIT Dhanbad. Department was mechanical engineering, tribology, and part-time also an author. So it's more of a like a complete extract of my summary in just first screen itself. Okay, no need to understand. Like, if I do not have time, only I'll read this part and understand if this particular person is a fit for me or not. Okay, now, as I was telling, talks about is basically, uh, once you turn out your creator mode on, you can get your talks about section. So let's just see how to get that. You can turn it on from here, and all the 5 topics on which you are interested to write, you can add it. The reason when I'm telling this is because once you start writing, right, once you start writing, you start learning, you start reading. Okay, if I have to write something related with data analysis, or let's say, take one of the basic software, that is SQL or SQL, and I want to write something about when clause or where clause. Okay, or if I want to write something about select statement, what first thing is, I will read, I will understand what I have to write, because I know this is going to be read by many people. So you start reading, and eventually you start clearing doubts of yourself. Sometimes people come in your comment section and put the doubts, or they ask something. So that is a learning process, right? So once you start writing some post, or once you start creating some post, it is a way to increase your like knowledge, as well as let people know that you are an expert or upcoming expert in this particular field. Okay, how many posts should I be writing? I think to start with, in the first week, you can write 2 posts in a week. Make sure you are writing at the same time every week. Okay, if I am writing on Sunday at 10 a.m., you can write. It's not hard and fast, but make it a habit, disciplined habit basically. So you can start with 2 posts in a week. Then you can check the analytics, like how it is changing, how it is, like how many followers you've got, how many profile views you have seen in the last 90 days. And if you're looking out for a job, okay, this number is going to matter a lot, like how many times you have appeared in a search. Okay, now let's see this one, who all have checked my profile. So basically it's premium feature, I do not have that. So it's okay, I can see last 5. Okay, so you can see here, you can understand like what kind of people are looking. If you see an HR here, definitely try to connect with them and go and talk with them and understand what kind of requirement they are looking for, if they are looking for. Okay, that's one thing. Now let's understand the numbers. So post impression basically tells like what particular post you are having more engagement. Okay, so you can scroll down here and check your post impression, like which particular post has got how many likes, how many visits, and all those things. Audience is something I'm very much interested. Okay, because this is going to give us like what kind of people I'm attracting to. So my aim was to attract data analysts, so it's on the top. Second is software engineer, and third is business analyst. Fourth is data scientist, and last is professor. Do you see anything unwanted here? Like if I am personally looking for something where I am being surrounded by people with data, with a skill set of data. So you see, I am working right on the spot. Okay, I am getting surrounded by the people with data field. Okay, so that is a good sign for me that I'm working in the right track. Okay. Let's go back. Yeah, so you can get it by creating your creator mode on your network. I have already told like who all you should be connecting with, and these all things are, if my item is basically if you have any jobs you have applied, or if you have saved any post, you can always check, come back and check it here. And then we have other sections. Just a second. Yeah, so one thing is, I want to, if I want to hire or find a job, you click it here, find a job. If I am looking out for a job, you click find a job, and then you can like what kind of job or what title you are looking for, what different location you are looking for, you can check it. So whether you are flexible, immediate joining, all things you can put it here. Okay, now this comes, so recruiters only, all LinkedIn members. So once you put recruiter only, right, only the recruiter is going to know that you are looking out for some job. So this is something I prefer. Okay, worst case scenario, if I'm not getting any calls, then I'll go for the second option. Otherwise I'll always keep it recruiters only. Okay, I'm not looking out, so I'll not put it as of now, but you can do that. Okay, now we have add profile section that basically adds different sections. If you are not seeing some of the sections, so it should be turned on from here, add profile section, like education, position. Okay, if you have some career break, you can add from career here. I'll show you, I've added in mine. Then you can add licenses. If you have some projects, courses, all those things can be added here. Some additional things are here, honors and awards. So earlier I did not have this, so I added it later recently. So more is basically uh, building. So in out of these all options, right, I am very much interested in build a resume, because you see all the keywords here is basically I have pulled from my build resume section. So if you build a resume here, you click on the more details, you can check there is already a video. Okay, so create profile, sorry, from profile, and you will see a resume created out of that. If I put data analyst, you see, and I click apply. So this is all about my profile. You get ready to use. Suppose somebody asks your resume and you do not have time to modify, but you are very sure that your LinkedIn profile is very much updated. You can just create your resume directly from here. So it has all the summary part. This is basically summary is having all the about section. That is why I said make it bulleted. Okay, so I have paragraph, but since I'm not looking out for a job, I'm basically uh, I'm just promoting myself to help people. So I have mentioned in paragraph in this demographics thing way. But since you are looking out for job, go for the bulleted points. And if you are going for the paragraph, please make sure you have some line gaps in between them. Okay. Then this is my experience. Yeah, once I said I had taken a career gap here, I'll show you. So this is my education background. Okay, all the education are mapped properly. Then licenses and certifications, which are all high. Okay, and then skill set, honor and awards. This is something I added at later point. Now this is not something I'm looking out for. I came on this page to see this resume insight. Okay, keyword check. So as per this particular job role, that is data analyst, these are the trending keywords that is floating into the market with the people of similar kind of interest of data. So out of those keywords, I already have data analysis, SQL, analytics, Python, analytical skills, Tableau, those all things into my profile. What I'm missing here is Microsoft Power BI, data visualization, R, and databases. Okay. So these things I'm missing in my profile. It's not necessary that if you let's see, there are chances you won't be having these skill set like Microsoft Power BI. I'm not interested. I do not have any skill set in that. So it's okay. You can ignore that because that's not area of like your interest. So you can ignore it. But what I'm missing is data visualization. This is something I do on a daily basis. So I should be having this. Databases. I do tackle databases. I create, I modify. So I should be having in that. Knowledge of R, I have it, but I am not confident, neither I want to switch my career into R. So that's why ignoring that is good enough. Okay. So to understand what kind of keywords you should be having in your profile, you can always get it from your create resume. Okay. And second important thing, whenever you share your resume, you should have a proper name, not some XX alpha beta resume. Okay, just write in a proper format. Resume Bridge Nandan Tripathi, your name, right? Second thing, whenever you share your resume, either it should be doc or download or you send it as PDF. PDF is the best option. I do not prefer doc because it is adjustable and modifiable. Whenever if I have a document like Microsoft document in my phone, and if I open a doc in my phone, it will automatically adjust it. Okay, so things whatever the formatting you might have done might change in my phone. That is why it is preferred to send in a PDF way. Okay, it is not going to change. That is why it is preferred. Now let's go back. So coming to featured section, you can always add different features here. Like if I have some images. So this is basically from some of my YouTube channel videos that I have recently published. So this is an image of certificate that I got. So I have put it in featured section. And when I said you can understand anybody like what that person is, you can go to their activity. So this is public. Okay, I will go to your activity section and I can tell what are different things that you are looking out for, like what kind of job you are looking for, what kind of comments you are doing, what kind of post you are doing. I can understand, I can get a good idea about your personality. Okay, so these are the comments that I have put. Okay, if you go for the documents, it will show what are the documents I have shared. See, soft skill development. So this basically shows about me, like what kind of person I am. Okay, now coming to about section. In this I've already told enough. Just I'm adding a few things about top skills. So out of your about section, even like I said, recruiters do not have much time to read about your profile. So this particular thing like top skill has been it earlier, it was not there. Recently it has been added by LinkedIn to give even more extract feature to your about section. So out of your about section, choose 5 skill set that defines you. So I have just made a list of all those 5 and put in that. So it will be showing something like this: top skills, in your profile here. So then we have experience, education, then my certification, my projects. In this project you can also select from like this project is related to what. So suppose I did a reduction in default rate of bank, so this was basically related with INSAT project. Okay, now we have different skill set. You can even take skill quiz, that's proved by LinkedIn. And then you have recommendations. Recommendation is basically people who are very good in similar kind of field. Okay, so you see I got a recommendation from this person about my data analytics. Okay, I got a recommendation from this person about my data analysis and management. Okay, so this is basically what this is telling, that okay, some other person have a good understanding of your skill set, which you are telling that you already have. Like I am telling I have a data analytics skill, and if others are talking about that, so it's a good thing for the recruiter. Okay, this person might have really some good knowledge about that particular field, let's call him for an interview. So these things are going to impact your hiring chances. Okay, if and other thing, like if you have any other things you can add here. Now let's go to job section, which I was waiting for. Okay, before going to job, let me show you something. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, I'm interested part. Hello LinkedIn, hello followers. Before that, you just see like how many followers this particular page has. 574173. That's quite huge number. Okay, this is a way to grow your page. Okay, this is basically a clickbait. Hello LinkedIn, hello followers, we have urgent requirement for graduate, undergraduate, salary 5 to 9 LP. So this could be, I don't say this is not a genuine, but this could be a genuine. But writing just interested, how is that gonna give you a job? It's basically a clickbait to get your profile info or your information. You see, if you are interested, kindly comment interested and apply at this particular link. Right now you see many people might have written interested. You see, others are also taking this benefit to spam. I won't say they might be spam, they could be a genuine one, but I just say that it is not the right way. Now if I click on this link, definitely it will not take me to some job page. You see, you sign up as a recruiter, as a campus, or you already registered here, you just check. It's something I feel like it is a page where you can basically it's similar to Naukri or some other page that is being developed or being like growing. It's growing, so it's something, it's not gonna fulfill your requirements, so better stay away from such kind of activities. Okay, coming back again to the job section, once you click job, you will land to something like this, and you can search here. If I want data analyst, sorry, the time is exceeding, just bear with me like 10 more minutes, I'll wrap it up. So if I want to look anything related with job, I'll go for this. So you have different filters here, so what particular date it was posted, and if I want for the last 24, because if it is very old, so it's of no use, because many people might have applied for that, and I think that's useless now. Now let's see that this particular job here, yes, sorry, this particular job here has all the details here. How many skills do I have matching with that, anything, right? And then we have something here, let's go with senior data analyst here, about the job section and all those things. So this is way to search the job, but we are not here to understand the only this part, right? Let's go to, let me open some job where, yeah, let's go to Goldman Sachs. Okay, so this was posted in the past 24 hours, and you see how many people have already applied, how many alumni that are already working there. So you see, reposted 38 minutes ago, 225 applicants here. Reposted basically means that earlier it was there in like this position was open, but somehow it got closed, and again it is back. So title is associate financial services, what kind of company is this? 52 alumni work here. This line, I'll take a note of it. Suppose you are hiring manager and there are two candidates. One is from the same school from which you have studied, and second one is complete random. Okay, if I ask about, leave everything, you do not know anything about else, except this thing that this particular person is from the same background, like same school or college from which you have studied. From which candidate, like candidate one with the same background or candidate two with a different background, will you have some kind of attachment? You can just unmute and tell for which particular candidate you will have some attachment, where we already have a school connection or where you do not have any connection.
School connection.
Yes, so that's what I'm telling. If you have any alumni already working there, it's always good to ask them to refer you for those jobs, right? Be it your school alumni or your like ex colleagues, they are the best target people. Connect with them, ask them to refer you. Okay, and that way you are crossing many barriers. You are not knowing onto the front, but actually you are get crossing many candidates. You're crossing the list like way beyond that than your expectation. Suppose there are hundreds of application, and if I come in office, okay, dear HR person, I have a resume for you, can you please, he will leave and check first the internal referrals. Okay, that's how the system works. Now, second, I'm not seeing here like who has posted this particular job, but there are cases where these kind of jobs are posted by somebody and that person is mentioned here. You can connect with them. You can ask them to what is the requirement, how you can be a good like this is apart from applying. You have to apply it. Apart from that, you connect with the person who has posted it, and then you can basically ask them to uh, give you a chance in a professional way. You can ask them to understand like how they can be of any use. Okay, let me see if I can show you any example. Okay, I don't think here we have, but yeah, that was the idea. You have to connect with the alumni and the recruiter whosoever has posted it. Second thing is, once you are very sure that okay, I'm looking for certain kind of jobs which have very similar nature, like 2 years of experience in or 5 years of experience, okay, then you can set an alert for that. Once you set an alert for that, all the jobs related to that kind of filters, right? Whatever the filters you have put at the top, so similar kind of jobs you are going to get. So I have these kind of jobs like data analyst, part-time trainer, senior data analyst. So I was just trying all the different combinations to get more and more number of jobs for me. Okay, so it's not just one single job alert. You can change these filters and create a specific uh, or you can make something that is very much suitable for your requirement. Okay, now that is done. Now let's check one of your profile. Who wants it to be done? Like whose profile should I go with? Anyone who wants their profile reviewed? I've been through Gokul's profile. It's very professional. It's very good. Okay, in the start, right, I was just telling where is, I don't see the old messages. Okay. Okay, so what has happened is, when I asked you to share your LinkedIn profile links, you remember like most of us had a LinkedIn profile, but one thing I was not sure why you have not looked at it, but there is an option to modify your URL link. right? There are many people whose profile has certain absurd numbers at the end. So please change it and make it some professional one, so that it's even easier to share and even easier for you to remember. It's not just always go to the LinkedIn and copy. You can make it for yourself. So you just customize it as per your requirement. Okay, once your name is taken, it's already taken, then in that case scenario you can add some numbers. So that's why I said we have two profile. At first I said one, and then I said two, because could be that number that was just three digits, 117, if I'm not wrong. So modify it, make it more professional, even with the URL links. Okay, and email, when you write your email, please use some professional. Do not make some random email like cooldude.com at the rate gmail.com for sending your resume to recruiters. Make it a professional one, something similar to your full name. Okay, now let me show you. Gokul, is it okay if I share your profile?
Yeah, bro.
Thank you. So you see here, this is already covered. Like, this is what I was showing here. From here, from me section, you can go and edit your link. Your profile you can edit from here. Let's search for, so you see this profile, right? So this is really a good, this profile is built in a very good way. Once I open it, you see a well decorated banner, all the skill sets I can map here. Okay, what is his name, what kind of certification he has, all thing in just one screenshot, right? Then next is data analyst, skilled in advanced Excel. These are the skill set. What are the expert areas he is interested or he talks about? Okay. Then we can scroll down and just see like what are his features. So okay, he has some certification from Google. What could be? So it is analytics. Okay. If I want to understand what kind of person he is, let's go to the comment or the post. Great post, congratulations, yes, indeed. Okay, just an overview. Okay, this is a profile of someone who is really enthusiastic about the data science field. He is helpful. Okay, this is an overview I can get just by reading one or two comments, right? He's grateful to others for posting or sharing some good content. This is one thing. Now let's, you can connect with him, or you can ask. Let's see if anybody else. Daksh, can I check your profile?
Yeah, yeah, please, please.
Thanks. So you see, Daksh has a banner. It does not have any written content. So is it good? Yeah, it is good, because if you are a data analyst, you see from the background, you have graphs, you have charts, you have pie charts, okay, you have bar graph. So this basically tells he's someone interested in data analysis field. When you go to about section, you sorry, just below the profile, you see, I would recommend to change the photo to a good professional front looking photo, although it's a good one, but for Instagram, not for here. So you can change it, and then where he works and what kind of interest he has, you can add more here, and then you can turn on your creator mode as you have not turned it on, and you can share what kind of areas you are interested in. If you go for your activities, you have recently so we have only two things in your activity, that's about like post and comment. So it seems like you are not much active. So this is how to use a LinkedIn to research and apply for a job. You have been to this and you have liked it. So I have recently added some of my thoughts in this. Yeah, here it is. So this is same like whatever we are talking today, so I've added in this. So once you have become like good expert in that area, you have started communicating, even the LinkedIn will start recognizing, and it will grow your like your profile beyond your expectation. I'll show you in a minute that how it has helped me to get new jobs. Okay, and if you scroll down, you get the highlights where he is working, what kind of activities. Okay, experience, more can be added in the education if he has, but since he's having two, I feel that that is the maximum, but these are the skill set. Okay, what kind of endorsement he can have. Okay, these are the interest. This is a very short one. I think more can be added in it, but it's not bad, right? To start with, it's not bad, but more can be done. We do not have about section here, so it can be added from here. More you can check and you can add it. Okay. Also, you, if I want to give kudos, I mean, like I'm very happy with some of his performances, so I can congratulate, give kudos, request a recommendation if I want a recommendation from him. Okay, or anything else, you can check about his profile. Okay, now let's go to a message. Yes. So I recently got an opportunity to interact with this gentleman. So he has asked me to apply for, like, my profile was selected for Agoda, and he was asking me to apply for some other post. But since I'm not looking out for a switch, so this is how you start getting job. I'm not in connection with that particular person, but still I got that recommend, because LinkedIn is designed in a way to give you jobs. Okay, so you see this recent post. Okay, how stupid you can be on. So put something that is very professional. This is not some Instagram, some or some other platform where you can enjoy. So I feel like I have communicated more than enough, and if you want to learn more, you can always connect with me. I'll be happy to help you out. And for a recording, I'll put it on my YouTube channel, The InnoMind. You can check it. In the next session, once I'm free, I'll be taking on how to attract more jobs on Naukri, and then resume building. So I mean, I'm happy if I would have helped any of you. If you get a job, I'll be happy to dance with you. But make a good profile, start with a good profile, start working on yourself, your skill set. And I hope this session was useful for you. Thank you so much. If anybody has any comment, I'll be happy to hear.